Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Raider Field here in Hudson, Wisconsin for the event of, dare I say, the season? It is
Maybe.
Old Abe Hudson Raider Soccer. Bringing you tonight's contest. It's Chuck Bublitz here with you, joined as always by Brian Mose. Mr. Mose, how are you this evening?
Good, pleasure to be here.
Yep, glad to have you, and laying down the sick beats and picking up the sick pictures as always is our executive producer and general audiovisual mogul Adam Tilson. He's greeting you folks silently. He's a former silent film star. It's a little known fact about Adam Tilson, actually. We're so glad, whether you're watching from Texas or Timbuktu, from Rhode Island or Rwanda, glad to have you here. Because this is the place to be. Like I said, it's Old Abe's, it's Hudson Raiders, it's Big Rivers Conference soccer royalty facing off with, for Hudson, a lot on the line. A win tonight, Mr. Mose, clinches a conference title.
That would be huge for this Hudson squad, and for regionals, they're probably already sporting a pretty good seed. But you know,
number
if you
four
want
seed officially
number
decided.
4 seed decided. But you know, just to
in our hearts, they're number one, of course.
Yeah, just to pad themselves up a little bit and add that little title as Big Rivers Conference champions wouldn't be too bad. And this Hudson girls team has the ability to win tonight and clinch that title, but we'll see what Eau Claire has to say about it.
Absolutely. This is, Eau Claire's, I think, something like the 6-time defending conference champion. And
be nice to knock them off a little bit.
Right? It'd be especially sweet to clinch playing against your largest rival, concurrent, as the Germans would say. Raiders are on the field. Across the front, we've got Duffy, Massini, and Collinson. Midfield, Young. Oh, excuse me, Spencer's in the front. Massini's there in the midfield with Young and T-Winkle. We've got Danielson, Anderson, Johnston, Lewis in front of McKenna Olson. For the Old Abes, they roll out a senior-laden starting lineup. Molly Grasskamp, number 2. Number 3 is Ava Keeson. Abby Jochumsen, number 4. Number 5 is Claire Steinis. 8 is Gretchen Hansen. 9 is Kayla Sorensen. 12 is Elena Chambers. 15 is Sarah Lindsay. 20 is Jacqueline Boudry. 21 is Madison Etzel, and Leah Hujic is in goal, and we are underway. Lewis on the ball early, looking to go up over the top. Sydney Spencer looking to run onto it. Saw her brother Peyton here tonight. Great former Hudson Raider boys and current Go Johnny St. John's goalkeeper. Got to rep my Johnnies when I get the chance. It's like the Minnesota State Mankato Mustangs, except good. Inside joke, don't worry about it. Old Abe's on the ball here. Ellie Young over to Shadow. Ooh, lovely turn there by Madison Danielson. Looking for Sydney Spencer, checking. Shielded well there by number 12, Elena Chambers. Ball bouncing around a little bit, and now looking to go big in behind with some speed there. Ava Keeson looks like she's going to give the Raider defense all she can handle the way she was running that one down. As it is, goal kick, Hudson. So nothing too crazy here, minute into the game. Lot to play for, though. The Raiders won in Eau Claire this year, which is a tall task. And looking to complete the season sweep here tonight. Old Abe's looking to return the favor and win the away leg of this rivalry. Crossed in, cleared out there by Johnson. Shot over the top. McKenna Olson gets a first early touch on the ball. She's up to the task. Neither team able to settle in too much here. But you can see both teams looking aggressively to attack directly, play through lines, find running forwards. I think we're going to be in for an exciting night of soccer. Hudson now stringing a few passes together. Massini on the ball, deflected there by the defender. Back to Johnson up over the top looking for Collinson. Collinson was checking. It was played over the top, took a little bit of an awkward bounce there off of number 4, Jochumsen. And now Jochumsen trying to recover and not give the ball away. She does so at least initially. Cleared out. Oh, failed pass.
Just a really bad touch there.
Ella Young, good closing there by the Old Aves, but Hudson able to maintain possession here, hold the ball a little bit in the Eau Claire defensive half. But now Eau Claire through Sarah Lindsay on the ball, dropping it back to Chambers. Chambers looking up and just can't find anyone. Ashley Anderson clears it out for an Old Abe throw-in.
Number one Cyclones fan checks in here
Yep.
to the booth.
Stuff DeVos in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Massini flicks it over. Maintained possession there nicely did Ella Young. T. Winkle, I think, got under it a little more than she wanted to, and now Duffy gets her first touch on the ball. Collision, and we're calling the foul on Duffy, okay?
So both sides playing aggressive and really physical, doing a good job marking their assignments, not really letting the ball get too far into either one's territory, except for that one earlier, I think in the 2nd minute of play.
Yep. Aggressive early start. You know, both teams obviously looking to just kind of get settled in here, and obviously an early goal in a game like this is a huge plus. Kind of help settle the nerves, put the other team on the back foot a little bit. Nice play there. Good job. Ooh, just got stuck under a foot of Camasini. There's a wonderful job pressing. As it is now, they're just, I think, trying to bank on speed, but with the way Hudson lines up defensively, they've got Johnson deep behind Anderson. I just am not sure that playing it in behind to run onto is going to be an effective strategy here. Thrown for the Old Aves, taken quickly. Won by Danielson. Played into the space that she vacated. If that stays in, it's going to be an opportunity here. Does not stay in. Throw in for the Raiders. A chilly night. We're 1 day away from Memorial Day weekend, and it feels a little bit more like, I don't know, Halloween.
Yeah, Duluth had its, I think it's like farthest into the year recorded 1 inch or more snowfall or something like that. They had 2.5 inches.
Last weekend was it?
Yeah, so it's been a pretty, been a chilly month, or I think elongated season probably would be the better term for it, up north in the Midwest.
Right. I mean, we got people up in here with 12 jackets on. It's so cold in the press box. Might need to. I wonder if I can file an OSHA violation for hazardous working conditions. It's so cold up here. Workman's compensation for frozen toes. But the girls, both of the Old Aves, taken out of the air by Ani Lewis off the knee. Acrobatic move. Liz Collinson now looking to get it in behind for Sydney Spencer to run onto.
Can she get there?
Might be able to, just not able to do so. I think you could just give credit there to Abby Jochimson. Really nicely done using her her positioning, her body positioning to prevent Spencer from running onto it. A lesser defender, I think, would have given that ball up. Jochimson, according to my recently invented criterion, is not a lesser defender.
Well, yeah, and she recognized that Spencer was running right behind her, and you could tell the whole time that she could feel her on her back, so she was able to cover it well and play fantastic defense.
Yeah, real nicely done. So, but Hudson's still on the ball here. Young playing it up, nobody there. Easy pickup for Hugic.
Turned it really far, tried to almost like a dump and chase kind of.
God, are we already to hockey analogies, Mose? Come on.
Well, no,
we're only in the 7th minute. We're only in the 7th minute.
I was
Mose.
just saying that with one of the last games that we talked about, the goalie had a tough time handling it. Now I'm sure with a more quality team like Eau Claire Memorial, it probably won't happen as much, but you might as well go up there and try and scavenge anything. So.
Right. You never know, they might get their glove hand wrong or something, you know.
Jeez. If the blocker side is
right.
weak.
Dominic Hasek, she's not.
No.
For many reasons. That's a lot of knee brace.
I know.
Claire Steinis. Seems to be working though. Throwing for the Old Aves. Looks like Collinson and Duffy are switching here. 7.5 minutes in. Duffy really has not gotten into the game at all. Johnson settles. Over to Lewis. Nice positive first touch from Ani. Carrying into space. Looking for the feet of Duffy. Finds Stella. Stella shielding. No, nice job with denying the turn there. Lewis looks like she was looking for Sydney Spencer. It falls to Camasini, though. Right to Collinson. Looking for Spencer, rather, excuse me. Cleared up by the Old A's, and here they come on the attack through Sarah Lindsay. Pardon me, that is Jacqueline Boudry.
And even though that attack didn't turn out so well for Hudson, they showed really good patience on offense early in the game. If they can continue that and try and open up space for some runners, they can really cash in with a goal early.
Right, that sort of quality on that last pass is lacking. Old Abe's staying very organized defensively. Here comes a chance for Collinson if she can keep it in. Looks like it's going to run out, though.
Too far.
But the defensive organization and of the Old Abe's is excellent, and so there's just lacking a certain quality right now on those passes into the forwards' feet, and the Old Abe's back four is really just making a meal of it.
Yeah, Eau Claire is not really going to let any cracks open or anything like that. Everything seems to be sealed, at least for when you play them, and if Hudson wants to win tonight, they're just gonna have to keep pounding at it.
We're going to construction analogies today. Is that the ceiling and pounding at it? You know, just stick to the nuts and bolts most.
Okay. I won't get too far-fetched.
Right, you really nailed it there. Through ball, picked up by Danielson. With time, flashing that famous right foot. She's got a boot and a half, a real weapon for the Raiders.
Yeah, when she takes corner kicks or when Hudson's setting up in their back end to try and start some offense, she can get it across the field and quickly.
Yeah. I mean, for her ability to play a long and accurate ball from the right back is a weapon that, you know, I find that with Solom coach teams, that's a favorite of his, is getting somebody at right back that can just, both for boys and girls, that can play that long ball up to running forwards, and he has got an A-plus weapon in Madison Danielson. Camasini there to Duffy. Oh, I love the intention to cut inside. I love the effort to keep the ball. Stella Duffy to Camasini. Camasini, left-footed shot, just can't quite get enough pace on it.
Shot on net, though.
Yep, shot. It's on frame. It's low. That's all you can ask for. No push-ups for her for going over the bar. As it is Hujic with a distribution. Ivakisen turns, recovering is Massini. Cutting off the pass is Lewis. Looking for Duffy. Finds her. Settles. Nice job defensively. Duffy looking to turn. Just unable to do so. A little step over almost worked on Madison Etzel. Oh, Ella Young. Excellent job cutting back there by Groskamp.
Yeah, bit of
Fans fired up for unknown reasons.
Well, there would be a few more if St. Croix or Sporting St. Croix didn't have a game tonight, I think, or something. I know Tyke said he was in Blaine, so.
Oof, man.
Tomorrow there'll be more kids, though.
For those that stay in town. That's going right through to McKenna Olsen. McKenna Olsen calls it off. Picks it up. And here we go. 12th minutes, a 0-0 game. Old Abe's and Hudson Raiders playing for Big Rivers Conference supremacy. So the Raiders need one win in their final two games to clinch conference. And as Coach Solom said, you know, just no time like the present. Might as well take care of it tonight here. It's certainly their intention. And, you know, I wonder, it seems, oh, here comes, oh my goodness, no, it's not. This is not a Tiger substitution.
It was close,
I got excited for a second
off.
there. We've got 6, 14, and 23 coming in. Becca Boudry, Jaden Ivy, and Emily Gross.
Oh, here comes Massini.
Cam Massini.
Oh.
Working hard there. Falls to Young. Young's first touch a little bit ahead of her. Madison Danielson steps up, puts it up over the top. Collinson, I think, is going to be able to get there with that spin. Good job by the defender to shield off the attack. Collinson steps in, deflects it out. Substitution for the Old Abes. Checking into the game for the Old Abes. Number 6, Becca Boudry. Number 14, Jaden Ivy. And number 23, Emily Gross. So some fresh blood. We've got a sophomore, and a junior. So some of the younger players, again, they started almost exclusively seniors. And now some of the youth movement is the first off the bench. T. Winkle there wins the initial ball. Second ball to the Old Abes. T. Winkle gets it back. Great pass there to Duffy. Duffy takes a little bit of a knock. Goes down. Free kick Raiders. Looks like I wonder if Danielson's going to come up and take this one, or is T. Winkle? Looks like Carly's going to take it.
Either one can really get it into the box if they need to.
Coach Solom giving some instructions there from the bench. Just a nice little finger point, a hand gesture. T. Winkle up, flicked on by Duffy into the scrum. Camasini looking for it. It bounces down, cleared out by number 8, Gretchen Hansen. And now Danielson working to keep it in for the Raiders, and she does. Turns around, really nice move by Madison Danielson there. Cross, looking for Spencer, can't get on it. Falls to, I believe that's Collinson. She puts the shot right on frame. And I would do some more of that. The way that Hujic picked that ball up, kind of both hands coming together is not, would lead me to the belief that if you do that consistently with pace, that she's not going to be able to hold on to him. So I would say keep testing her. Raiders settling in here. They've had a little stretch of some better possession over the last few minutes. Ani Lewis takes a little bit of a knock there, gives the ball away, and here comes number 3, Ava Keeson, marauding down, looking to shoot from distance. And the ever positive and supportive fan section there.
She takes really long strides when she's running down a flank.
Indeed. Wisty in the game now for the Raiders. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 3, Isabel Wisty. So Wisty in, Anderson out. Flicked to Spencer from the Old Abe defender. Spencer also really, they've had a hard time getting Spencer and Duffy into the match here. You know, usual, which to the Old Abe's credit, those are important players to the Raider attack.
Yeah, if you want to neutralize strengths, you have to neutralize the Raiders forwards. They have been playing out of their minds lately in the Big Rivers Conference games that we've covered, and they play really well. They play fast, so if you're able to just, you know, slow them down, control the pace a little bit in the back end, you should be good. But now we're starting to see Hudson move and start to put more pressure on them.
Yep, absolutely. A little push there. Nothing, I think, of the fouling variety. And here come the Old Abes working out of the back. Jade Ivey now to Keeson. Cut off by Lewis. Great first touch pass finds Duffy. Duffy turning, head up, cutting inside. Just a little bit too far. Falls to T. Winkle. T. Winkle looking up over the top. Collinson working to get onto it. Bumps the defender. Gets the second ball there. Collinson still on it. Looking to drop it back to Young. Young crossing it. Can't get it out. Falls to Camasini there. Oh, her first touch just ran away from her. I thought she was going to be able to set it up for a shot there, and my guess is so did she. Danielson, big ball over the top, looking to switch it to Duffy. Duffy working hard against the defender. Lovely job but defensively there to keep Stella off the ball. Great work by Madison Etzel. Throw in for the Raiders. Ani Lewis looking to take it quickly. Camasini checking over. Duffy running up over to Sydney Spencer. Flicks it up, settles it. Nice second touch there. Really nice job. Looking to bend it to the far post. Touched by the goalkeeper, out for a corner kick for the Raiders. Love that effort. Love that touch from Sydney Spencer. Really nice piece of skill there.
Yeah, and she's a very experienced player, and she knew exactly what to do.
Yep.
Just world class.
Danielson coming, or excuse me, Johnston coming up here for the corner kick.
Also good play from Collinson, too, to shield the defender when she recognized the goalie touched it last.
Yep, absolutely. Real heads-up play there. Danielson looking for Johnston. Johnston running in, gets her head on it.
Too far.
But heads it like a defender, up and out rather than down like a striker. Goal kick, Old Abes. Nice crowd tonight. These rivalry matches always bring out the fans, but a rather subdued crowd right now, other than a few ruckus young gentlemen.
Yeah, we've heard a loud minority so far.
Yeah. Isn't that how the minority always is?
Yeah.
Squeaky wheel. Danielson carrying up the flank. One defender on her. Plays into the space behind. Spencer looking to get onto it. Nicely done there by the central defender. Shield shadowing her run the whole way and then stepping in front to play it out. 18th minute of play, 0-0 game. No real significant goal scoring chances yet.
No, not really. And when Hudson has been able to pressure in Eau Claire's back end, they haven't really been phased by it.
I love that. I love that by Carly. You know, the final execution, the final piece of skill wasn't there, but again, there's been 2 chances here with Hujic where the hands haven't looked rock solid. So I would continue to test her.
And if you have players with a good enough IQ on the field to recognize that, you can really use that to your advantage. And Hudson definitely has those players in the midfield like T-Winkle.
Yep. And you know, that last shot, notwithstanding, absolutely the skill to you know score from distance. A little bump there on Duffy. She goes down. Free kick, Raiders. So it seems like now Hudson's settled into a period of control of the match. They're comfortable on the ball. They'll be able to maintain some possession. Eau Claire hasn't been able to string anything together yet, but neither team really anything to show for it.
They've also been able to draw fouls really well too.
Danielson flicking it up into the 6-yard box. Easy catch for Hujic.
Ani had the right idea, it just got away from her.
Great job by Marley Johnson there. Continuing to pursue, unable to keep it in just at the end, but really fabulous work there by the senior. Coach Solom over talking to Stella Duffy, giving her a little bit of instruction.
It'll be interesting to see if Eau Claire Memorial can do anything with this, as they just give it right back up to Hudson as I say that.
Lovely find there. Stella Duffy had a little bit of space after getting her instructions. Oh, great job by Stella cutting it inside. Now looking to play on her right foot. Top of the box. Shoots. Oh. Lovely save, but it falls to Liz Collinson. Collinson shoots. Oh, and it's just wide. Came off the inside of her foot. Rolling. What? It's a throw in. Really lovely chance there for the Raiders.
2 really good, lovely chances.
And a fabulous save by Hujic. Deep throw in for the Old Abes. Can Hudson keep him pinned in here? Falls to Lewis. First time into the box. Like that look, but then cleared out really nicely by the Old Abe defense. Finding the winger. Good job by T-Winkle and Wisty shielding the run of Keeson there. She was looking at it, and that really prevented Eau Claire from easily getting it out from that initial position. And now really good job by Johnston. Finds Duffy. Duffy's first touch, looking to cut the defender. Back to Lewis. Lewis takes a touch. Swings it over to Wisty. Wisty with not a lot of options right now, to be honest with you. Plays it wide on the flank. Collinson over to get it. Dropping it back to Danielson. Danielson big over the top, high. Camasini's going to be able to... She looks like she just missed it. But now she's on it. Sees Collinson there. The attempted clearance rolls really in Hudson's favor. It looks like the Old Abes are going to be able to keep it in, but no one's there to pressure it. Duffy wasn't chasing it. I think she just assumed it was going to go out, and that allows the Old Abes to potentially build out of here. Nutmeg on Massini. Lewis steps up, looking for Spencer. Spencer gets a touch on, goes down, and we have...
Is that a penalty kick?
A penalty kick.
Yeah, PK.
Spencer was impeded. She got a touch on the ball. Was looking to go past the defender. The defender ran right into her body. Spencer went down. And here comes Cam Massini to give, hopefully, the Raiders the lead in the 22nd minute of play. All the drama, 0-0 match to take the lead towards a conference title. Cam Massini. DeFlavo when it's saved by Hujic. Massini stumbles going back for the ball. Oh, what a massive play for the Old Abes. Absolutely fabulous save. Just to the right of Hujic. Massini did not get it all the way into the side netting. And Hujic was there for the Old Abes, and we have an Old Abe player down as well. Massive moment in the game so far.
That's his daughter?
Not sure what happened. There was just really a scrum for the ball, and one of the Old Abe players is down in the midst of it. I didn't see if there was any sort of contact or not, so hopefully she's all right. So a pivotal moment in the game so far. 22nd minute of play.
Oh, what's he doing?
Sydney Spencer gets fouled in the box. Camasini steps up to take the penalty kick. It's saved massively by Hugic. And in the pursuit of the loose ball was eventually played out. There's an Old Abe player down. Can't see who it is right now.
Come sit here. You gotta stay down there.
Looks like we've got it's number 21, Madison Etzel, senior midfielder, and she's coming off pretty gingerly there, so hopefully she's going to be all right. And we'll have a few substitutions checking into the game here. Ashley Anderson back in, and then number 10, Amanda Thompson, and number 18, Madeline Green coming in for the Old Abes. Now they're carrying her off. Not a good sign. So now the question is, we had a massive, potentially momentum-swinging moment in both directions, and immediately followed by a stop. So who can now take advantage of this reset? Can Hudson maintain the pressure, or can the Old Abes turn around their fortunes? Checking into the game for the Old Abes. Number 10, Amanda Thompson, and number 18, Madeline Green. Back into the game for the Raiders. Number 11, Ashley Anderson. So Anderson in for T. Looks like they're reconfiguring a little bit here. Ani Lewis taking the throw in. Finds Camasini. Back to Lewis. Lewis, left-footed cross, sliding across the box. No one there to get it. Cleared out by the Old Abes, but only as far as Madison Danielson. She turns. She's attacking the defense. She's got one defender on her, running away from a second. Slows down. Looking to cut. Looking to turn. Able to do so. Carries into the box. Up over the top. Was looking for Camasini. Unable to connect with her. Now Ellie Young on the ball. Left-footed shot. High shot. Headed towards goal. Caught by Hugic. Hudson maintaining the pressure, but unable to break through. The drama builds, and now we've got another limping player. Looks like Madison Danielson limping off. T. Winkle back into the game. Into the game for the Raiders, number 13, Carly T. Winkle. So Madison Danielson initially was limping a little bit. Now she's running off, so that's, I think, a good sign. And Etzel still getting treatment down on the sideline from expert athletic trainer Megan Rinke.
Hopefully she's okay. That looked pretty scary.
Yeah, the way she was getting carried off. Duffy turning on the speed. A lot of pushing there. There's a little 18-on-18 action. Finds Spencer. Back to Massini. Laying it off for T. Winkle. T. Winkle got under it. Finds Collinson headed out there for a Raider corner kick. So again, the Lions' share of the pressure of the possession has belonged to the Raiders, but Eau Claire has so far held fast against the onslaught. Where will the break come? Is it now?
Too high.
It is not now. Two more substitutions for the Old Abes. Number 2 and number 15. 2 and 15. Molly Grasskamp back in, as well as Sarah Lindsay. Back into the game for the Old Abes. Number 2, Molly Grasskamp, and number 15, Sarah Lindsay. So Coach Olivia Hansen subscribes a little bit more to that New Richmond style of early and often substituting, although not in the...
Yeah, no 4 subs or anything like that.
Not in the volume. Nice first touch there and turn by Camasini. Ellie Young now on the ball. Looking to play it to Massini, just missing that. That to me is what Hudson's been missing, is just that pass was just an inaccurate pass, and it's interrupted the flow of their attack and allowed the Old Abes to get back on the ball here. Nicely laid off there. Grasskamp on the ball, looking to slide it through. McKenna Olsen calling it off, or excuse me, communicating with Wissy, letting her know, and picking up the ball. Just entering the 26th minute of play. Oh, Bounces over Massini's foot, finds Duffy. Duffy finds Collinson. What a lovely ball by Stella Duffy. Collinson running with space, looking for Spencer. Sydney Spencer, offside flags up. Excellent job by the two central defenders of holding their line.
Just a little bit too far out ahead.
Just a little bit too far out ahead. Won by Massini. Settled. Looking for Collinson. Lovely turn there. Even better step by T-Winkle. Next great experience play. Out to Sydney Spencer. Looking to cut in on her right foot. Around one. Slides underneath and it's going to fall to Collinson. Collinson wasn't ready for it. It stuck under the foot of Duffy. And I don't think Liz Collinson thought it would come to her. She was set up to just tuck the ball into the net. Caught her off guard.
If that worked out, though, that would have been smooth.
Yep. She would have stolen a goal. You could have called her a smooth criminal.
MJ references. Are we going to build our way to Prince references soon?
Well, you never know. Just wait and see what comes. But either way, I will cleanse myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka after this.
I knew it.
Ani Lewis. Sydney Spencer. Really nice ball by Lewis. Back to Cam Massini. Massini playing it over, looking for Wisty. Wisty able to run it down, cross it in. Duffy was running onto it. Won and cleared away by number 8 there, Gretchen Hansen for the Old Abes. Now Wisty pulling. Yeah, that's a pretty easy call for Greg there in the middle. So foul on Isabel Wisty. Free kick. Madison Danielson getting ready to check back in, so fortunately for the Raiders, looks like she's doing okay. And it looks like with Etzel, she's getting ice on her hip. So, wondering what happened there. Cleared up. Collinson has a little bit of room. Finds the feet of Duffy. Duffy back to Collinson. Collinson looking up and just hits that giveaway. Kind of the story of the Raiders' attack so far tonight. Michaela Worthing getting ready to come in here for the Old Abes, as well as I said, Danielson for the Raiders. The weather may be cold, but the action is hot here tonight.
Yeah, with no goals on the scoreboard yet, it'll be interesting to see which one breaks through.
Great turn by Spencer, running away from the defenders. Chase down, left-footed cross, into the middle. A little bit of miscommunication, goalie out of position there. Finally won and cleared away by Abby Jochimson. Massini lets it run out. Substitutions coming. Into the game for the Old Abes, number 1, Michaela Worthing. Back into the game for the Raiders, number 23, Madison Danielson. So Danielson now going to go up top for Liz Collinson. So we'll have a front line of Spencer, Duffy, and Danielson. Duffy runs over. She's going to cross it. Too many bodies in there, but not enough runners. Those balls from the flank, Old Abes are just eating them up. Here comes attack opportunity for the Old Abes. A bit of a miscommunication. Michaela Worthing in her first touch just is unable to play the right pass. Misses the run of Keeson. Lewis with a throw in for the Raiders. Lovely job stepping up there by Madeline Green to clear it out. That's a good call. That's a good call. Madison Danielson in position. She just shoved her from behind there. Mm-hmm. This could be a dangerous free kick. I like this distance. I like the positioning. This is going to play well into the out-swinging right-footed service of Madison Danielson. We've got Spencer making the run from the back post. Duffy's in the back there. Danielson playing it right in towards Ani Lewis. Ani Lewis gets a touch on the ball. Unable to redirect it on frame. Jacqueline Boudry into the game for the Old Abes. Now into the game for the Old Abes, number 20, Jacqueline Boudry. So the peanut gallery up here in the press box enjoying the game for sure. Unfortunately, we're lacking in peanuts. Maybe I can check and see if the magical YouTube fairy will bring me another order
God.
as Duffy plays it out here. Okay, magical YouTube fairy. I'll take a Chipotle burrito bowl. See what happens. You never know.
If you request too much, though, the answer won't come through.
I guess a hot Cheeto's what I gotta take.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some.
Final quarter of an hour has begun. Goal kick given right away to Sydney Spencer. Good run by Camasini. Nice find by Spencer. One-on-one situation here for the senior. What can she do with it? Cuts it back, looking for Duffy. Oh, poor
right
clearance.
there.
Falls to Stella Duffy. Still not cleared out. Finally out for a, wait for it, goal kick.
Some of these scoring opportunities for Hudson, once they get near the box, the defenders come up and it's like a pinball situation. And Hudson's been winning a few of those, though. So they've been getting some lucky chances, and now it's just a matter of can they put it in the back of the goal.
Right. I mean, they're playing pinball, but well, they need their pinball wizard. Do you see me?
I do see you.
Do you feel me?
I feel you.
But enough about the who.
Whoa.
Oh, helped Madison Danielson down there. Did
Almost-
Keeson.
almost
Just
took
friendly
the-
gesture. She saw her going down, or Johnson. I said Danielson, sorry. Second time I've done that tonight for some reason.
Almost
Ani
took-
Lewis gets nutmegged.
Oh, wow.
Knocked off the ball. Keeson towards Olsen. Olsen, ooh, juggles it there. Under pressure from Worthing. Alertly falls on the ball. Disaster averted for the Raiders. Absolutely the best chance for the Old Abes.
Yeah, when she came down, the Old Abes forwards were looking to crash in and got bumped a little bit. And good job from the senior goalie.
You know, it's interesting. I feel like there's some games where everything goes through Duffy. Some games where everything goes through Spencer. And I just feel like Camasini has just been on the ball a lot tonight. Active, moving around, getting her touches, trying to orchestrate the offense. And here
you saw
comes
it right
Duffy.
there.
Danielson positioning herself wide. Duffy continuing to run. Shadow by 2. Shot by Danielson. Wide of the far post.
And you mentioned the flow through certain players. That's probably why you see, at least in the games
for the Old Abes, number 9,
that we have covered, is that
Gross.
usually one girl gets a majority of the goals with a lot of help from her teammates facilitating those chances. So, but you're right, Massini's had a lot of really great touches. She's been able to open things up for her team, and I wouldn't be surprised if she scored a goal tonight, maybe even a few more.
She's been very active for sure.
Nice play from T-Winkle there.
Sydney Anderson or Sydney Spencer not checking back there like Carly was looking for, but it's just cleared out. Ani Lewis didn't want to do her high jump impersonation.
Sister Mo's down there giving the ball.
Ooh, that's the talent of the family down there on the track tonight.
Talent of the family.
Yeah, how many rec league soccer games has she goalkeeped in? That's the real question. Marley Johnson chasing it down. Oh, takes a deflection off of Keeson. Keeson to, just gets stuck under the foot of Worthy. And Sills manages to find Keeson. Raiders recover nicely here.
Yeah, somehow Eau Claire still has possession.
Centered towards Young. Off the head of Young. Now Wisty on the ball, trying to clear it out, unable to do so. Looking for Young. Young just gets a little bit of a half touch on it. Old Abes maintain the pressure. Ani Lewis staying composed there defensively, turning on Massini, and just giving away.
Wow.
Way up over the top, looking for
Jeez.
Duffy, and Eau Claire has a player wisely very far back. Sydney Spencer nearly gets it. Cleared out then by number 14, Jaden Ivey. Collinson looking to check back in. Now into the game for the Raiders, number 17, Liz Collinson. So Collinson is in. That's going to drop Danielson back to right back, Wisty over to left back, and she came in for Annika Lewis at left back, but Collinson will play up top. Duffy running across, lets the ball run, gets in behind the defender. Second defender sliding over, is able to stop it, clears it out for a corner kick. Nicely done there by number 12, Elena Chambers, cutting off that passing lane and preventing the cross from getting into a more dangerous position.
Yeah, and the Old Abes know where Duffy is dangerous, and that's speeding down.
Everywhere?
Well, yeah, true, but
Heyo.
some of the...
Short corner for the Raiders.
ooh.
Duffy taking the cross. Cleared out at the near post, only as far as Danielson. Danielson, left-footed, just drove it into the mix. Drives it into the mix again. Out for a goal kick.
And all I was going to say is that we were, building off of the thing that Eau Claire was doing a good job of neutralizing Hudson's strengths.
Right.
They were able to take away Duffy's passing lane to give it up for a teammate, and she kind of got cornered.
Yep. So again, the story of the first half, I think so far, what would you call it, Mr. Mo, is we got...
I think a lot of Hudson pressure, and I think a lot of stabilization on Eau Claire's end. They haven't really given up too much pressure, but Hudson has had a wealth of scoring chances potentially, but just a little bit off towards the end. So
Right.
sooner rather than later, I think they would want one of those chances to go in the back. And Eau Claire has been kind of under the radar a little bit. Maybe they can build some offense off of some really solid defense later on.
Right. Would it be fair to say that Eau Claire has been under pressure? But
Yeah, I guess it would be fair to say that.
they've been cool as ice.
They have been cool as ice.
baby.
Yeah. They've been collaborating and listening to each other.
Interesting. That's a good defensive strategy, actually.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what new addition Ice comes out with.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Reminds me of one of my favorite American folk tales.
Yeah?
Wasn't it, who's the guy that slept forever? It was Rip Van Winkle, wasn't it?
That sounds familiar.
Massini here recovering nicely. Hudson, when called upon, has done a nice job of, getting ball. Oh, great step by Anderson there.
Holding off the pressure for a little bit longer.
Yep. But this has been a nice stretch. The last 5-6 minutes, Eau Claire's settled in. They've gotten some opportunities. They've gotten back into the game a little bit more. I'm not sure if there's, I don't know that I could identify any particular substitution. Here comes Olsen right in front of Keeson. Keeson just giving her a little friendly what have you there.
Yeah.
As she came by. How kind of
Good job weathering the storm there from Hudson. They were able to, not crack or buckle or anything, and now they can set up their offense after that opportunity.
Right. The defense there was kind of just like a bridge over stormy waters for the Raiders, for sure. Here comes Stella Duffy now. We got a 2-on-2 situation if she can make it happen. Eau Claire recovering well. Duffy shoots.
Ooh, wow.
What a save by Hugink. It felt like early in the match, the first couple times she had to put her hands on the ball, it didn't looked a little shaky, and she's, I think that diving save to her left gave her a lot of confidence, and it's starting to show. And I'm not talking, not the penalty kick prior to that.
Although that certainly helps.
Absolutely. Nice job turning there by Duffy. Even better job almost baiting her into the turn to take the ball away there by Gretchen Hansen. Fabulous work. Johnston steps up. Ball finds the feet eventually of Duffy. Great defense there. They're missing they're almost playing like with two up top, and they're missing that third striker to show in the middle of the field. Cindy Spencer now on the ball, looking to get around the defender. Plays one big touch. Wonderful individual defending there. Just gets the touch, steps in front, takes the ball. Duffy just unable to get her head on it there. Danielson pressuring. It's 23-23. Great bounce for the Raiders, and here comes Madison Danielson storming down the side, crossing the ball in just a little bit too far. Wasn't able to kind of shape it into the run there of Collinson. Picked up by Hugink. Given back to Young. Duffy looking to work hard. One out there by Green. Excuse me, that was Collinson pursuing Green. So as we enter the final 5 minutes of what has been a thoroughly entertaining, exciting, and highly competitive first half, still 0-0. See if someone can break through in those magical final 5 minutes. Madison Danielson takes that physical pressure, turns it against the defender, and turns her. But again, there's just that accuracy of some of that passing from Hudson has been wanting. Almost able to sneak it through to Sydney Spencer. Good job cutting it off there by the Old Abe defender. Looking to make the turn there is number 23, Emily Gross. She does turn, but Ellie Young's right there waiting for her. Drops it off to support. Looking to go up and over. Unable to do so. Throw in for the Raiders. Runs past everybody there, and then just really kicked out, frankly, by the Old Abes. Lewis getting ready to check back into the game here in the 41st minute of play. Here's Young on the ball for the Raiders. She had a couple players kind of showing for it. She said elected to go up over the top. Duffy, I don't think Duffy thought she was going to get the ball there.
No.
She kind of stumbled, played the ball with her hand. Correct call, free kick for the Old Abes. But kind of a little bit of bad luck for Duffy, as everything turned out in her favor, except that the balance.
Yeah. Yeah, she was kind of going all out, just hoping for the best, and she won it, but she gives it right back to the Old Abes after an unlucky play.
She gave, as Wade Wilson would say, maximum effort. Yeah, now you can just see the Old Abes defenders are just cutting off that forward pass.
They're recognizing it a lot more.
Nice job by Massini. And then Duffy running onto it in space. This is if what you don't want to for the Old Abes is Stella Duffy in space, plays it across, looking for the run of Spencer in the far post. Expertly cut off by the Old Abes. I wonder if Stella could have taken a touch or maybe just shot the ball. 2 and 15 checking in. Michaela Grasskamp and Sarah Lindsay. Annie Lewis back in for the Raiders. Now into the game for the Old Abes. Number 2, Molly Grasskamp. And number 15, Sarah Lindsay. Into the game for the Raiders, number 25, Annika Lewis. So Lewis in, could this be her moment for a big goal? Booming kick, looking for Johnston, unable to get her head on it. Ella Young settles, top of the box. Little balancing act there between two players.
Knee to knee between
balls. Seemed like a team building exercise. Can you carry the ball between your two knees?
Some good old fashioned high school gym.
Right? Ooh, an excellent turn. Great tackle.
Oh, yeah,
great
beautiful.
tackle. Looks like she's getting yanked a lot there. Finds Duffy's feet. Stella just can't settle it there. 43rd minute here. 2 minutes left in the first half. Still waiting for a breakthrough. Hudson had a golden opportunity in the 23rd minute when Sydney Spencer won a penalty kick. Cam Massini's shot was stopped by Hugic, and that's been the closest anyone's come to putting the ball in the back of the old onion bag.
Never heard of that before.
I think it's an Ian Dark. I think it's Ian Dark. They used to say it, a British commentator. I don't think it is Ian Dark, actually.
It's probably a Brit commentator, though. They have the most wit.
Oh, just unable to connect there. Are Spencer and Duffy.
Oh. Bit of a tumble there. Massini helping out with that.
Yeah, just helping her. She was going down. She wanted to just make sure she got down safely. That's all. Just dug at the other end here with Johnston a few minutes ago and Keeson.
I mean, that's really what the Big Rivers Conference promotes when they talk about sportsmanship.
Right. Headed out, flicked out. Whoa.
That was dangerous.
Flailed. Great timing on that by T. Winkle. Good communication there by Olsen. Got less than a minute left to play. Looking like we might head to halftime with a tie score. Keeson, excellent pass. Nicely settled there by Lindsay. Lindsay shooting towards Olsen, requiring a save, and Olsen was up for the save. Good shot, though. That was on frame.
Mm-hmm. Really good all-around soccer from both sides. And good defense beat good offense there.
Yep, absolutely. 20 seconds left. Can they go big? Can they make it happen? Duffy with the outside of her foot runs away from her.
So now with 10 seconds left.
9, 8, 7, 6,
are they even
5, 4,
probably just
3,
throw it in?
2, 1, 0. That's the end of the first half. So halftime score 0-0. It's been exciting, and we look forward to seeing everyone in the second half. All right, and welcome back to Raider Field here for the second half of Hudson Raider Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe Soccer. It's been a cracking first half.
Couple of unit circles on the scoreboard.
Right, a couple of unit circles on the scoreboard. The Raiders are playing, as Kenny Logan sings over the loudspeakers. They have been footloose and fancy, but I tell you, footloose and fancy doesn't pay the bills. Goals do, and up till now, that is an area in which both teams are lacking. Hudson, more than Old Abe's, not for lack of trying, although to their credit, Eau Claire, the last 15 minutes of the first half settled in and had some good opportunities as well.
Yeah, they had. They were able to weather a lot of storms that were coming, through their back end. The goalie was able to stay strong, and the back three players were able to play well, the defenders and the backs.
Yep.
So Hudson certainly has had chance after chance after chance, and Eau Claire in little spurts of minutes has had some chances, but both teams have done a good job of keeping pressure out of the back of the goal.
Yep. Yeah, the ball has stayed outside the goal. See if that changes in the second half here. Eau Claire starting off early, playing direct. Ani Lewis plays it out for an early Old Abe throw-in. Any particular takeaways, Mr. Mose, from the first half?
I feel like both teams played really well, but there was obviously a team with an offensive stronghold on the game and a team with a defensive stronghold on the game. And Hudson was playing really well on offense through the whole match. They were doing a really good job of keeping up the pressure, keeping up the pace with scoring chances. After in the beginning when they were a bit erratic, they were able to just keep piling on scoring chances. And for Eau Claire, they were able to stay calm, not be phased, and they got a few chances of themselves off of some solid counterattacks. So I'm sure both teams are hoping for more of the same in the second half, but, the difference in being scoring some goals rather than just keeping it 0-0.
Yep. Good talk there by I think that was number 2, Molly Grasskamp, 1-1-1. Really good work there, good turn. Great job by Duffy as well. Smart play just to drop it back there to number 12, Elena Chambers. Chambers back over to Hansen. Good. Some good possession there in one-on-one situations.
Some aggressive.
Looking to split. Massini gets clipped a little bit there. Referee says play on. Well, he didn't say it, but he allowed it to happen.
Telepathically.
Now Young finally gets the word. Danielson looking up over the top for Duffy. Duffy takes a knock. That neither player got the ball, but Duffy got a lot of collision there. So as it is, we play on. Collinson down as well now. It's a chippy start to the second half here. These teams want it.
She's nursing something there.
Out by Young. Collinson signaling to stop the clock. She's coming out of the game. Collinson coming over. Out of the game, Wisty in for the Raiders. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 3, Isabel Wisty. So Collinson looks like she just needs a minute to shake it off. A little bit of frustration maybe. Taking a knock. Ella Young now on the ball. She turns, shields. Danielson working in to win the ball. Really nice job by Madison Danielson. Foul on the Old Abe. Really, really wanted to kick that ball back, did Sarah Lindsay. Carly T. Winkle now on the ball. Looks like the lacrosse team must have got done with their game there. They just made an appearance here in the front row. Foul called there on the Old Abes. Ani Lewis winning the free kick. Carly T. Winkle from about 38 yards out here. Lining it up. Spencer now dropping back. I wonder if she just kind of presents herself as an option for T-Winkle. T-Winkle looks like she's going direct on goal. T-Winkle, oh my goodness gracious, nearly scores a goal. What a fabulous free kick opportunity. Unbelievable shot from Carly T-Winkle and a great save from Hujic. I don't know how that didn't go in. It looked like it went off the crossbar and then off the hand of Hujic and out. To be honest with you, good fortune for the Old Abe's in that situation. It's more likely to go in than not, but tie game still.
Yeah, Hujic broke a sweat there. You could tell that.
2 players over there for the Raiders. We're going to play short. Only one Old Abe player. Now she drops off. So Danielson plays it short. Now pressure. Looking to cut it back. Really nicely done there by Keeson. And she clears it up, and here's a break opportunity for the Old Abes. Oh. Thought that was one back there. And now Camasini on the ball. Carries centrally. She's got one player on her. To Young. Finds the run of Duffy. Duffy now looks like she's almost kind of running at the defender. She had some space in the middle of the field to just kind of turn back and attack. Poked away there. Hujic picks it up. Here come the Old Abes. So it has been a, it took a while for the game to settle in the first half. That has not been the case in the second half. This has just been Feuer and Flamme from the get-go. From Anfang an. Or from the start, as, English speakers would say. Oh, and I also see all the, it's like the college freshmen are back. Here comes Danielson pressuring, shepherding it out of the Old Abes. It's, I tell you, it's filling up here now for the second half. Word's gotten out that the main show is happening at Raider Field.
It's a nice thing to do on a Thursday night, too.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Goal kick. Massini gets a touch on it. Looks like they were looking for Danielson to be reacting a little bit more. Ball falls to T-Winkle, looking to split it between 2 defenders. In the end, she gets the result she desired, maybe not how she imagined it. Spencer now, Duffy making the run over. She lets it run past her. Don't think she knew that Jakobsen was going to be there. As it is, throw in for the Raiders. Coach Solomon instructs them to find Carly. They find Carly. Camasini splits. Back to T-Winkle. T-Winkle looking to shoot. Just can't get enough mustard on it. Easy save for Hujic.
Oh, nice from Spencer.
Really good run. There's just nobody there. Oh, but the clearance is poor. Ellie Young unable to take advantage of it. Kind of bounces under foot. Now looking to turn, cut it back. There's just a physical battle there. This has been, and now Young dribbling it away. It's been about what I expected, to be honest with you. This means a lot to both these teams.
Yeah, they are really itching for a win tonight.
Yep.
And for both teams, it certainly helps their cause. And these two are pretty big rivals, looking for, as you said earlier in the match, Big Rivers Conference supremacy.
Danielson wins it and then follows it up. And looks just, wow. Yeah, I'm not.
Just a bit too far, though.
Yeah, maybe like, I wonder if she was trying to push it out a little wider onto that left flank to connect with the run of Spencer. It just feels like the decision of when to play it long over the top and when for the forward to check back and play it to feet, that seems a little off right now for the Raiders. It seems like they're playing long when it isn't there and that they're trying to play through defenders when there's defenders there. Old Abe's defensively doing a good job of flummoxing the Raiders. A lot of game left to play yet.
Yeah, there's still a lot left in the match and still a lot to play for. So we'll see how these two teams will try and open up.
Spencer on the ball. Looking to turn. 1 defender, 2 defender. Off the Old Abe's throw in Raiders. Big switch. Nicely done there by the defender to step up and win that ball. Old Abe's looking to get it restarted. Cam Massini looking to shut that down.
Oh, yeah.
That
cut
looks
off.
like a good decision there. The pass that was asking a lot to really play it that far across the field. Danielson. That Danielson and Hansen battle, Gretchen Hansen for the Old Abe's, has been really fun to watch. Collinson, this is great for the Raiders. Collinson checking back in after kind of taking a knock here. Back into the game for the Raiders. Number 17, Liz Collinson. She's going to come in for Anderson. Wisty slides centrally, and Danielson drops in the back. See if maybe they can take advantage of Danielson's long service from her right back position.
Oh, yep. That's going to be easy.
I think that was a, going to say a little something there. One wonders what Molly Grasskamp said to Cam Massini there. I'm sure it was, thank you for a lovely evening and a stroll across the center of the park. Free kick opportunity. McKenna Olsen out. Easy catch for her. I think I would have called that a professional foul from Cam Massini.
I mean, it's always cordial.
Yeah. Or perhaps it was to suggest what flavor of Blizzard that they should share later this evening at the Dairy Queen. I'm certain that was the case. I'm always a big fan of the M&M Blizzard.
Oh, Adam says Butterfinger.
Well, you know, that's Baby Ruth. Oh, anytime I hear Baby Ruth, all I can ever think of is Sloth in the Goonies going, Baby Ruth, Baby Ruth. Hey, you guys. Classic.
For me, it's Reese's, though.
Reese's.
Yeah, that's E.T. laying out the trail.
Yep. But of course now, what would it be? E.T. text home? E.T. FaceTime home?
Kids still ride bikes, though. You know, phone home. Gotta.
Really strong work there by number 8 Gretchen Hansen. Ooh, Duffy T-Winkle just boots it, takes a deflection.
I couldn't imagine E.T. FaceTiming home, though, now that you mentioned that. That'd
Right?
be weird.
I don't know. Do they have Wi-Fi on E.T.'s planet? I mean, these inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah. I mean, this is what's really being discussed at the round table. Like,
Right?
these are the important issues.
This is what the Illuminati's trying to figure out right now. That, and if a dog wore pants, how would it wear pants? That's the real. That's another big one.
That's one that keeps me up at night.
Yep. Long free kick into the box. Won initially by the Raiders. Madison Danielson still on the ball, chasing it down. Finds Duffy. Really good work from Madison there.
Whoa.
Oh, that was hard. And that's a card. And I don't know that that's a real unjust decision there. That's a little bit too much there from Duffy. A little bit of frustration coming out in a way that Gretchen went down hard there. Gretchen Hansen
you
did.
can just hear the
In the
smack.
Yeah, you could hear it up here. You're absolutely right.
Oof.
Yellow card caution issued in the 58th minute of play to number 18 for the Raiders, Stella Duffy. So, you know, again, this to me seems like a pivotal moment.
For some Tylenol.
You're not kidding. And looks like Quinn Williams was not ready to come in, but she's in the game now.
Yeah.
Into the game for the Raiders, number 22, Quinn Williams. So Williams in for Duffy, and like I said, I think to me that's a question of, you know, the Old Abes have worked hard to frustrate the Raider attack, both with their defensive organization. their positioning, their ability to step up and win balls, but then also the way that they're physically playing the Raiders. They're battling. They're really battling with the Raiders physically, and I think that's part of what just happened there is they were getting frustrated, and
what did it cost?
everything.
A player's head.
Yeah. So Coach Solom giving some instruction there, right?
The conductor
Behind
of the
Isabella's,
orchestra.
right? I've always considered him to be the Leonard Bernstein of high school soccer. Massini to Young. This is better from the Raiders. They need to find their composure again. I think they were trying so hard to get that goal just by playing direct that they. I think that played a little bit into Eau Claire's hands. Hudson's best chances came when they were able to possess the ball, move it around, back and forth, side to side, and force, stretch out that Old Abe defense. And when they're playing, when Eau Claire is organized and they're playing right into that organized defense, it just hasn't been successful.
Yeah.
Claire Steinis and Emily Gross into the game. Into the game for the Old Abes, number 5, Claire Steinis, and number 23, Emily Gross.
Smart soccer, not sporadic soccer, is good for Hudson.
Right. So we are now the 60th minute of play here. Half an hour left. 0-0 game. Danielson steps up. Big ball over the top.
Goal kick, though.
Yep. I wonder if she thought there'd be a runner there that wasn't.
Another time there, like you mentioned, where Hudson tried to play it really long there, and there was just nothing.
Spencer was right there, I think, to available. Could have just played to her feet.
But in the end, nothing really available.
Well, I tell you, it's been, I think, at times a frustrating night for the Raiders. It's almost like someone taking out your laundry out of the washer and just throwing it on top of the dryer. It can get frustrating. But you know what? You got to roll with it. Now the question is, can the Raiders just get over it? Can they put their laundry in the dryer, put those quarters in, and just get on with life? Or are they going to succumb? Anderson looks like she's getting ready to check back. No, that's not Ashley Anderson. Yeah, it is.
You got to second guess yourself
I
there?
had to second guess to myself. I don't know what it is.
I think.
And I haven't even had any nacho cheese tonight.
I think Ryan is sick and tired of, of the people who put his laundry in the wrong place.
Right? Quinn Williams working really hard. Quinn Williams will not be denied.
The intraweb.
Still in play. Falls to Camassini. Back to Danielson. Danielson looking back over the top, and this is a better opportunity for it. Just a little bit too far. Shielded nicely. Goal kick. Old Abes. Ashley Anderson checking into the game. Back into the game for the Raiders. Number 11, Ashley Anderson. So Anderson in for T-Winkle. She'll go back, and then Johnson's going to step up, looks like, into the middle of the park.
If we're for sure that that is Ashley Anderson. If we know for sure.
All bets are off. Nicely won there. Williams just couldn't settle it. Now pressure. Keep him in. Just keep him in. Stay organized by the Raiders. That's good defense by the Raiders, encouraged by Coach Solom. Nice work there. They stayed patient. They just didn't give the Old Abes any options and were able to win the ball back with an errant pass. Danielson looking. Finding Williams. Williams looking to get past, and I just tell you, Gretchen Hansen has been so impressive on the outside defense there. Cheeky little play by Williams to poke it free. Just missed Sydney Anderson. Oh, such a great touch by Madison Danielson there. Past one, can't get past a second.
Right to knee brace.
Oh, that was a little bit of a tangle of legs. Certainly the Hudson fans wanted a foul there. But now Hudson's settling in a little bit, like I was talking about, what we're looking for here. Madison Danielson putting that towards goal. Hugic right there. So 64th minute of play here. It's a 0-0 game. The second half started out. We got about 10 pretty intense, chippy minutes, including a yellow card for Stella Duffy of Hudson. Hudson now in the last few minutes seemed to find their groove, but here comes Eau Claire with a great opportunity. Ball on the right flank. Ani Lewis just retreating. Cam Massini coming over to help. Looking for the big cross. Switching the ball. Danielson gets one touch on it, two touch on it. Falls to the number 23, Emily Gross. And then just cleared out by Wisty. Smartly done there by the Raider defender.
Wow, taking big running start.
Big running start, so we'll see if, and we're gonna do the flip. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, that was something. Ooh, not out yet. Ball still in the box. Shot,
nice.
And what a shot.
Fantastic positioning from McKenna Olsen.
Yep, McKenna Olsen, Jane on the spot there. Love the way that, I believe that was number 5, Claire Steinis was able to really kind of turn her hips and get the ball on frame there. Not easy to do. Just like, but good goalkeepers make every save look easy, and McKenna Olsen is a good goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Johnston on the ball to the feet of Williams, dropping it off for Massini. Massini looking maybe for Spencer. A little bit of miscommunication about where the ball was going and where the player was positioned. And now Isabel Wisty stops out wide, Donnie Lewis. And again, that's, I think, the example of that miscommunication. Collinson maybe he's going to make a run, maybe he's going to check. She's standing still, and the Old Abes right now are being the aggressor, stepping up and winning those balls. Cross in, McKenna Olsen calls off Wisty, picks it up. Ball back in Raider possession. Good restart off the head of Johnston. Second ball won by the Old Abes. Johnston now working hard on Emily Gross. Turns her. Ooh. Takes a deflection, out for a Raider throw-in. So we've again settled into a competitive second half here. Raiders looking to maintain possession. Nicely done there by Marley Johnson, finding Madison Danielson. Takes her space wonderfully. She's got a few players in the box. Big, booming cross, looking in the far post. Just can't. Couple times now she's looked to play that long ball, and it's just kind of driven straight versus bending into the run of her teammate.
Yeah, not really given any opportunities to any runners that are trying to get after the ball and keep possession going.
Yep. Yeah, I think if that's got a little bit more of a bend to it, Liz Collinson's making that far post run. Some lovely little one-touch soccer here by the Raiders. Looking into space for Ella Young, just unable to get a foot on it.
Whoa.
Takes a knock there. Yeah, that's a foul.
Yeah.
Good job using her body to shield off Young. And Sinus goes down, takes the hit, goes to ground, wins the free kick. Not paying attention, though. They were looking to play it to her, and she wasn't looking. Gave the ball right back to the Old Abes.
Yeah, for both sides, the refs have been anything but lenient this match. The officials have done a good job, at least in recognizing fouls, and they gave a yellow card to Duffy.
Coach Solomon imploring the Raiders to get up as that long ball careens into the final third. Williams wins it. Spencer now on the ball, one-on-one situation, plays it off the defender and wins a deep throw in for the Raiders, much to the pleasure of the Raiders supporters. T. Winkle back in the match for the Raiders for Johnston. Rather for Young. Into the game for the Raiders, number 13, Carly T. Winkle. Oh, it was a corner kick. My apologies.
Mike's still on. No? Oh, I thought it. Sorry.
Corner kick, Danielson. Driven, headed. That's the player you want to find. Head ball maestro, Cam Messini. But she just flicks it wide of the post.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I must have been seeing things.
So. Goal kick, Hujic. McKenna Olsen and Pointer team to be the first to it. Carly T. Winkle obliges. A little bit of back and forth. Quinn Williams gets on it. And there's your pinball. They call for handball there. Referee's right there, doesn't call it. Quinn Williams.
There's Quinn, yeah.
Working hard against Hansen, who wins the foul, and I think rightfully so.
So now let's see if they can start something on offense and not just kick it right back to Hudson.
Certainly that's what the Old Abe fans are hoping for.
Yep.
A little bit of an advantage played there by the referee when he does not see that advantage manifest itself. Brings it back. Foul on Madison Danielson. Hansen. A little bit of help from the assistant referee. He's played a little bit too far forward here.
Yeah, she thought she was farther up.
Lovely driven ball. Flicked on. Settled by the Old Abes. Up high into the box. McKenna Olsen smartly off her line. Communicating effectively there with Ashley Anderson. Picking it up. And the quick distribution to Madison Danielson. Big ball over the top. That finds Sydney Spencer. Lovely. Oh, and she had Liz Collinson and just didn't get her foot on it the right way. Cleared. Oh, still in. Now it runs out. Throw in for the Raiders. Wisty quickly looking to find Collinson. Headed back out. And now looking to one of the ball girls. Old Abe's looking to make another threer.
Duffy coming back in.
And Duffy back in, yep. Throw in central here. Substitutions coming. Into the game for the Old Abes, number 2, Molly Grasskamp. Number 10, Amanda Thompson. And number 15, Sarah Lindsay. Back into the game for the Raiders, number 18, Stella Duffy.
And obviously, as the card would imply, Duffy needs to be a bit more cautious on her next go-around, but hopefully she'll play a bit smarter.
Oh, really good poke there by the Old Abe defender. Looks like Sydney Spencer was going to work her way into in towards goal, and at the last minute, desperation poke prevents that. T. Winkle's going to find Spencer. Spencer settles. Got a defender on her. Up over the top in the direction of Williams. Williams and Hansen working hard. Williams comes out. It's going to be a cold kick, or excuse me, a corner kick for the Raiders. Corner kick for the Raiders. Great work by Quinn Williams there on Gretchen Hansen. So again, another set play opportunity for the Raiders. Really haven't been able to put together anything of substance, anything really dangerous from these opportunities. Last time Cam Messini got her head on it and just couldn't direct it on net. That was maybe their best opportunity. And that one is shot. That one is scored.
It is, yeah.
And a powerful header. Trying to see who scored it. I think it was Marley Johnston. But maybe not. No, I'm trying to see here who it was. I think it was Marley Johnston. Can we get some confirmation here? I believe so.
I didn't.
Yeah, that was, I'm fairly certain it was Marley Johnson, assisted by Madison Danielson. Goal for the Raiders! Scored in the 73rd minute of play by number 8, Marley Johnston. Assisting on the play, Madison Danielson. Johnston from Danielson. Raiders 1, Old Abe 0. And then it looks like they made a stop. Oh, Ellie Young came back into the game as well. That's what it was. Back into the game with the last stoppage for the Raiders. Number 12, Ella Young. So in the 73rd minute of play, we've got our first goal of the match through a powerful header. There I was, just saying that the Raiders had not been effective on their set play opportunities. And fortunately, Marley Johnston combined with Madison Danielson to prove me wrong. And now the Raiders can smell blood in the water. Stella Duffy on the ball. One-on-one opportunity, takes one touch, takes two touch. Nice team defending there.
I'm guessing from the crowd reaction that you had the right goal call.
Must have been. No one looked up at me funny, so wouldn't be the first time that happened. Cleared out of the box by the Old Abes.
That's another one.
For a corner kick. Here we go. They just did it. Here comes the goal-scoring champion and hero, Marley Johnson, coming up from her defensive position. Camasini got a great header on 2 corner kicks ago. Marley Johnson put it in the back, and then at this most recent one, what can the Raiders do now? Cleared out powerfully and bravely there by Hansen. Down goes Duffy. She's looking at the referee, and turns out the game's still going on. Lewis off the foot of Massini, and now the Old Abes aggressively looking to get back into the game here. Sarah Lindsay on the ball. Lindsay looking to go up over the top. Making that too easy for McKenna Olsen. Picks it up. Comfortable and confident.
Solemn signaling to his forwards that he wants them to calm down a little bit. And that's when they've been most lethal and effective, when they were calm in the attacking end and being able to work and be smarter and not just be sporadic.
Yep. And then it looks like Coach Guerin as well was Liz Collinson getting ready to check back in here, and it looks like Coach Guerin was kind of giving her some hand signals to indicate to me she's instructing her to make sure she's checking back, showing. McKenna Olsen lets that one run out. Goal kick, and Solom as well, kind of giving that, check back, show, giving someone to pass the ball to and help get out of the pressure that the Old Abes are going to inevitably start bringing more and more. Into the game for the Raiders, number 17, Liz Collinson. So he sends Collinson up to the target striker, brings Sydney Spencer out onto the wing. Danielson finds Spencer. Spencer one touch, two touch to Massini. Camasini looking to cut past the Old Abe player, number 9, Kayla Sorensen, does a nice job preventing that from happening. And now here comes a foot race. Unable to keep the cross in play. Goal kick, Raiders. So in the 76th minute of play here, we've got a 1-0 lead for the Raiders. They just took it 2 minutes ago, if you're just joining us, through Marley Johnston's header off a Madison Danielson corner kick.
It was a beautiful set play from Hudson, and
what was a beaut?
Yeah, and we were saying it throughout the match that they were struggling in finishing on those set plays, and it was a pretty nice time to
prove me wrong.
Yeah. So now they have a 1-0 lead. I wonder if they'll sort of park the bus at all, or if they'll try and keep the pressure on. The forwards have been certainly wanting to keep it going, though, from the pace so far.
Yeah, I would be. Nicely done there. Good communication between T. Winkle and Massini. I'd be surprised if Hudson takes their foot off the gas right now. Let there be light. Lights on the press box. Collinson, first-time shot, right into the old breadbasket.
Not a bad chance either.
No, I like the aggressiveness there from about 32 out. Nice job by Massini and Young combining to win that ball back.
Can Duffy get there?
Can Duffy turn on the Jets?
She does,
Duffy and the Jets. And earns a throw in here for the Raiders.
You gonna watch that movie, Rocket Man? I want to watch it.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, they're gonna. It's a docudrama on Elton John.
Well, I do like me some Elton John.
Mm-hmm. Supposed to be really good.
Supposed to be really good, I've heard.
I want to see that, Ma, and Booksmart. Those are some few movies that look interesting. Ma, yeah, with Octavia Spencer. I can't imagine her
swinging the
being
ball
crazy.
is T. Winkle. Oh, nice little job. Oh, find her. Oh, thought she had her. Looks like the moment maybe it passed. There for the return pass. Oh, Ella Young, good first touch. Nice job stepping up there defensively. Cut from her cover position to clear it out. And now Old Abe's looking to get something going. Hudson winning it back right away and giving it away. So neither team in the last little phase here since the goal has been able to settle in anything real consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams scrambling.
How many strikers are the Old Abes showing?
Hard to tell right now. Looks like about 4 girls up there right now.
Because on the initial counterattack, it looked like there was only one girl up there, and then she slowed it down and passed it back. I couldn't tell, though. I'm not a formation connoisseur.
Up over the top. Collinson looking to give chase. Duffy there. Maybe. Oh, Duffy settles. Duffy turns.
Nice.
Overlap by Massini. Just too far ahead of Cam. Really nice job recovering there defensively. I think that's more credit to the defensive work of the Old Abes than anything the Raiders did wrong. And that allows them to get back on the ball and try to get back in the game. Ani Lewis right there for it, though. And just boots it up. Again, neither team really able to get settled here at all. Hudson looking to keep it over on this side for the Old Abes. Settled by Lewis to T. Winkle. Looking to go big and just giving it away here. I wonder if there's maybe some other options available. Some nice one-on-one defending and offensive play there. Spencer looking for Duffy. Old Abes are reacting quicker to some of those 50-50 balls right now. Of course, they need to. They're trailing 1-0. If they don't want to get swept this season by the Raiders, they are going to have to score some goals.
Yeah, and with not much time left and not a lot of offensive, prowess that Eau Claire has shown so far, they're going to have to pack it in and pretty quickly.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Yep.
Let me begin. They came to win.
They did. It's a big game for both teams, as we've mentioned, I think, probably at this point countless times throughout the match.
I mean, if we rewound, we could probably count it.
Yeah.
It's not countless. I just, I don't remember offhand. Lovely flick on. Looking for Camasini. Nice combination there by the Old Abes to prevent her from getting on the ball. Cleared out, though, for a Raider throw-in. So Coach Solom getting his line up, getting his defenders to come up. Coach Solom giving some instructions there from the sideline. Now this is better by the Raiders. Working the ball around, forcing the Old Abes to pursue. Madison Danielson just burns past her defender. Now Ella Young looking to step in and win it. She does. Loose ball, and it's going to be won by the Old Abes. Massini wasn't able to get there. Was running away from her. Now number 3, Ava Keeson, just turns and kicks it out of bounds. Fortune for the Raiders. Misfortune for the Old Abes. Oh, that was not sure that was legal throw in there, Ani. Takes the bounce, cleared out. Ashley Anderson heads it down, right into the path of Jacqueline Boudry. Camasini looking for Spencer, but they just have those 2 central defenders sitting back there waiting for those long balls. And just has not been effective.
Now into the game for the Old Abes. Number 6, Becca Boudry. Number 14, Jaden Ivy. And number 23, Emily Gross. Into the game for the Raiders. Number 3, Isabel Wisty.
So Wisty in for the Raiders. Becca Boudry, Jaden Ivey, and Emily Gross in for the Old Abes. 83rd minute of play here. Just a few more minutes left if Eau Claire wants to tie the game and look to send it in overtime, or for Hudson to put an insurance goal on the scoreboard. Throwing for the Raiders deep in the Eau Claire half. Headed out by the Old Abes for another throw-in. Camasini checks over. Lewis looking for the run at Collinson. Cleared up by Eau Claire. Really nice work there by Lewis. Back to Wisty. Wisty just clears it out. I think the distance of her support there was she was a little too close to Ani Lewis. She needed to really drop back into the 10 or 15 yards and give her an option. Looks like Emma Blank getting ready to come back or come into the game. Oh, T. Winkle misses it. Waiting there to help her out was Wisty. Throwing Old Abes. Girls are getting tired now.
Yeah.
Just don't have that reaction, that energy to quickly react here. Emma Blank into the game for the Raiders.
Into the game for the Raiders, number 10, Emma Blank.
So Blank in for Spencer. A little push there. A lot of a foul, actually. Looked like there was a good extension of the arm into the back of Duffy, but as it were, throwing for the Raiders. Got 6 minutes left in the game. Hudson looking to hold on. Eau Claire looking to get back into it. Attempting to keep it in there, unable to do so, throwing for the Raiders. So it's tempo slowed here. The pace is slowed, and that's right at this point in time working in the Raiders' favor here. They want this time to just go by as uneventfully as possible.
Yeah, both teams have worn each other down quite a bit.
Yep. Yeah, that seems evident here. This is Becca Boudry now.
Yeah, it's a handball.
Danielson.
Yeah.
Free kick here for the Old Abes. This is a great opportunity for them. Can they make something of it? Gretchen Hansen standing over the ball. She's had a strong game so far defensively. Can she make something happen to help her team score? Just kind of running away. Shielding it is Young. Really, really nicely done by Ella Young there. Good communication from her teammates and excellent execution by number 12. Given away there by the Old Abes and cleared out by Ani Lewis. Love to see Hudson be able to just kind of get the ball, get into the corner, and kill some time here.
Yeah, if this pace continues, there will be no miracles in Hudson.
It's getting sloppy now.
Yeah, both teams are really worn out.
Yep. That's just going to roll all the way to the end line. Leah Hugic, Eau Claire's goalie, over to pick it up, roll it back into the box, and look to get her team restarted here as we're in the 87th minute of play. And again, Hudson scored in the 73rd minute through Marley Johnston off a corner kick from Madison Danielson. And that's been the only scoring so far. The only other scorebookable action has been Stella Duffy's yellow card in the 53rd minute. And here is Duffy.
Wow.
Ball falls to her feet. High, wide, and handsome. Ashley Anderson getting ready to check back into the game for the Raiders.
into the game for the Raiders, number 11, Ashley Anderson.
So Anderson in, Wisty out. Coach Solom killing a little bit of time, making some substitutions, as well as getting a starter back in. Goal kick falls right to Collinson and then just played out. Plain and simple. Needed some support there, wasn't there, and kicked it there anyways. Throw in for the Raiders. Emma Blank looking to get her kind of first meaningful touch in the ball. Unable to settle it. Out for a goal kick.
So Chuck, you think there's any chance of a Istanbul-like miracle tonight, or?
You know, I don't think so. I think the story of this game's been written. I don't see the Raiders defense making any sort of catastrophic mistake, and I haven't seen enough out of the Old Abes tonight to make me think that they're going to be able to make something happen. Blank rolling it towards the middle, nobody there, giving it away. You know, great job by Danielson, just picks it up, boots it long.
Slight tap.
Yep, Hugic, just subtle touch of the ball. Really nicely done, but won by Carly Tewinkle. Nobody challenging her there on that 50-50 ball. Oh, Marley Johnson gets it off the chest, tumbling over the Eau Claire player. Ball still in play, and here comes Cam Messini. Can she carry it in the corner? Just kill time, Cam.
Tried to force it.
Gives it away. I think she saw the run of Collinson there and was trying to get it to her. Blank gets a touch on it there, deflects it, but only as far as Emily Gross, excuse me. It was a little scrum. And a great job getting up and running through by Keeson. Ani Lewis chasing. Keeson with runners in the box. Keeson crossing it. Keeson finding almost a player. Oh my God, that's been Eau Claire's best chance of the game, and Hudson somehow able to clear it out. And now McKenna Olsen with a difficult ball floating in. Players running onto her. That was terrifying.
That could have extended the game. That could have kept the life support going.
And we now enter the final minute of the game. Seconds left here for Eau Claire to do something with it. Stella Duffy on the ball. Poked out. That's going to be Hudson throwing, and that may just do it if Hudson's smart here. 30 seconds left. Eau Claire had their shot. They had their shot.
Just slips away, though.
Yep. Must have been Mom's spaghetti.
8 mile
Here comes Emma Blank.
Now.
Rolling it through to Hugic. 10 seconds left coming up right now.
10.
So Hudson earns
9,
a huge win,
8,
and
7,
as the
6,
clock
5,
milks away,
4, 3,
it will be a Big
2,
Rivers Conference
1,
Championship for the Navy
0.
and White.
And that is the game.
Hudson
with the Raiders
wraps it up.
defeating the Old Abes by a score of 1-0. And with the victory, Hudson clinches the Big Rivers Conference Championship for 2019. Congratulations, Raiders.
Well, bag it and tag it.
Well, I
it's
tell you
over.
what, I think all the credit goes to the AV team up here in the box. We did a lot to carry them through this season, and I'm proud of what we accomplished. So, for those of you joining us from around the world, thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing this wonderful moment with us. Congratulations to the Raider girls, and we'll see you next time. For Brian Mose, for Adam Tilson, this has been Chuck Bublitz. Take care. Have a good night.